The first thing I need you to know about our family is that we are an ordinary family just doing ordinary, everyday things. There's nothing special about us. It's just a way of thinking. Like when I was younger, each day stayed pretty much the same. As I would leave the house, my mum would give me a kiss on the forehead and what she believed were a few words of wisdom. Be the best you can be. Then I would get an affectionate pat on the back, along with, "Go get him, tiger." The affectionate pat on the back was a gentle reminder that once I left the house, it was all up to me as I journeyed throughout my day. And what a journey it has been, as I have navigated my way through school, work experience, and paid employment. I'm able to say I'm living the dream. Certainly keeps a smile on my parents' face. As when I reflect on how this has come to pass, I have to be honest and say it wasn't due to any structured or formalized approach. My parents simply believed that I could live a life full of possibility. Just like my two younger brothers, Linton and Jaden, who, as you can see here in this photo with me. The expectations my parents had for me are the same as they are for my brothers. That is that, given the right opportunities, all three of us will reach our potential, whatever that will be. It is only through experiencing life and taking risks that we have come to know our potential. I've always been supported to try new things, to express my likes and dislikes, and to know that what I say would be listened to. I've always been given space to experience the highs and lows of life, so I can learn and grow from my experiences. While still at school, I started work experience, like the other boys in my class. My first job was in the department store, and can you guess what I was doing? I was hanging ladies' underwear. Now, while at the time I didn't mind it at all, my mom didn't think it was appropriate for a teenage boy, and this was not the type of work that was best suited to me. My parents and I want to think more cerebral. We decided to be more proactive in the future. At the time, my parents asked me, "What do you enjoy doing the most? What are you passionate about? What would be a good fit at nearly the age of 17? Well, I really am passionate about film. So my mum made a phone call to a local Video Easy store and told me about my love of film and simply asked the owner if I could do some work experience. I commenced work experience Thursday afternoons after school. I enjoyed this time and I learnt many skills. I was good at this job, so it was highly likely that there would be no long-term future in this type of role. So my parents and I discussed whether to see me long-term. My mum for corporate, wearing a suit in the city, the big end of town. The one to dream. Also, she thought. My mum had remembered the conversation that she had with her friend's husband. He had previously worked with a person with disability. He spoke very favorably about that experience, and how the employee was respected and valued in the workplace. So we wanted employment, while I was respected and be a contributing and valued employee. So my mum made a second phone call. The request was approved by the company CEO and supported by my school. So over an 18-month period, I worked at the major global financial services and wealth management firm Morgan Stanley. I was an office assistant and for tasks such as sorting the mail one, refiling the coffee machines with paper, checking security bins and deliveries over the company's 4 floors. Here I am hard at work. And my colleagues in corporate service. This was the beginning of town. The feeling that we received was that it having me around, and my parents loved me being there. As you can imagine, my parents were feeling quite self-satisfied. When it came toward the end of my 12 schooling, my mentor and supervisor at work put me in for a weekly update meeting and said, "Well, Nathan, you're nearing the ending of your schooling. What do you see yourself doing? Do you see yourself working here?" "Oh no," I replied. "Be this work experience. I'm going to work with celebrities." When my supervisor told my mom, "Well, Joe, Nathan doesn't want to work here. He wants to work with celebrities." Let me tell you, I think there's a small part of her than me by the fight. However, she must have taken one of her deep yogic breaths, and she simply asked, "So you want to work with celebrities? Well, how can we make that happen?" And I finally replied, "I'll go at another radio station with Mick and Rosso and Kate Ritchie. These were the guys I listened to on the radio every morning as we drove to school. Nova is one of Australia's most prominent radio stations. I'm sure lots of mums would have adored me, but my mum didn't. She listened to me and made her third phone call. A meeting was arranged with the HR manager and my mum, along with a representative from the agency, was to provide me with workplace training and support I attended. My mum was armed with her, me, and hope. As she shook hands with the HR manager and introduced herself, she handed him the photo of me. She said, "This is Nathan, and you really can make a difference to his life." And the rest is history. I was employed on a permanent part-time basis by Nova in early 2010. And yes, I'm working with celebrities, and I like to tell everybody that I'm living the dream. So it's not important for people to get their dream job, as I'm living proof of that. It was my desire to work at another radio station and rub shoulders with celebrities. My motto is, no dream is too big. If we Neil Armstrong on the moon, they put Nathan into Nova. Some people may have given up on the idea, but I'm a man who knows what he wants, and I achieved this goal with a little help from my mum. Sounds like a song, doesn't it? Speaking of songs, I have a with hip and happening music playing in the background while I'm doing my job. For a man like me, this will keep me motivated as Nova plays my kind of music. You may be wondering what I do at Nova. Well, I'm not in the DJ studio just yet. Although, as you can see, I am working up to it. I'm employed as an office assistant. And my job description is to do the mail one, the filing, the refilling of the secret machines, cleaning the kitchens, set up the boardroom, and date stamping for finance. My work experience helped me to feel more confident when I first started. My interest in film and in music. It is a really good environment for me. My role has changed over time, and and I am now also a part of the Casanova team, which is me involved in professional work for Nova. I have the coolest job the people I work with. I'm mostly young, hip, and cool. It's really been in an Austin Powers movie. It's a fun place to be. Here's me with Fitzy and Ripper. Leave pretty crazy. I'm a valued employee who's punctual, professional, and proficient. Actually, I'm pretty funny too. In my workplace, knowing about films, music, and what's going on is important. It makes me the go-to man to get our film review. Even Fitzy takes me to the movie premieres for me to help him with his reviews. I love my job. I'm motivated to get out of bed in the morning to catch the bus to work. I met lots of friends at work that I enjoy socializing with. But most importantly, I get to meet and work with celebrities. Pretty cool, isn't it? Here's some photos of me with celebrities. With Charlotte and Matt Preston from MasterChef. And adding to my life collection, Katy Perry. I really love my job, but sadly having a job is not the reality for a lot of people with disability. I've been doing some work in this area, including a call to action luncheon. In partnership with NAB and the School for Social Entrepreneurs, I visited a luncheon to 20 people who make jobs happen in their organizations. Senior executives from local banks, country heads of foreign banks, diversity managers, law partners, advertising partners at consulting firms, quality company HR managers, mortgage providers, media and others all came together to hear my message. I'm happy to report back that from this luncheon, 4 organizations have made a commitment to employ someone within their organization. My goal was 5 jobs for people with intellectual disability this year. 1 more to go. I also ran an employment workshop for young people with an intellectual disability. Don't wait, create. I even got some of my celebrity friends to help out. Here's what Fitzy and Ripper had to say to the workshop attendees.
G'day guys, it's Fitzy and Ripper, and first of all we want to apologise that we can't be there with you guys today, but also how excited we are to be a part of your program, your work future, which is great.
100%. We've got Nate working here and over, and we do a lot of stuff with him.
But you know,
He's a good worker, he knows what to do, and also, Fitzy, joins us for a few movie premieres, don't you know?
he does. He's brilliant around here, he does a great job. And guys, we just want to say to you that each and every one of you have the potential to succeed. You don't need the proper education, you don't need endless resources, you just need that burning desire to find out what you want to do in life, go out and achieve it.
And what a step forward it has been, you know, Nate learning a lot from me, working
It
here.
doesn't even really like you.
For me to gift you with the brain power and education that I have, we've got so much.
I'm his favourite.
I'm your favourite, Nate.
Okay, alright. Well, make your decision and then get back to it. I just want to say, guys, wish we could have been there, but you guys are amazing. Get out there and succeed, because anything you put your mind to, dream a big dream and go out there and do it. So thank you very much.
Last thing to do, hug the person to your right.
No, don't.
I believe that all the work experience I did while I was at school helped me to work out what I wanted and to build positive self-esteem. confidence, and skills. The building blocks I built on what I have learned. It helped me build my courage to take risks and to keep trying new things. Adding to my skills make it easier for me to have choices in the future. I hope that by you humorous and you may help somebody else achieve their dream job. This may take time, but if you're persistent, you can get to know what you want and achieve your goals. Every day I journey through life, just trying to be the best I can be. I try to live an ordinary life and do regular things with regular people. In living an ordinary life, I can't say this is my life. Extraordinary.